Man is a creature who has to build relationships. A close look at our evolution shows us this. We are beings that have to live in groups. Loneliness and miscommunication are evidence that primates are sick. But we mythologize our relational bonds in the face of difficult circumstances and attach too much meaning to them. The point to emphasize here is the problematic circumstances. By evolution, we had to relate to other creatures on the savanna and steppe. Other animals do this too. Kropotkin's study of mutual aid showed that evolution didn't take place in some areas by natural selection, but rather outside of competition some creatures evolved by mutual aid. Michel Tomasello's experimental work shows that humans can be born with this mutual aid. Coming back to the point of kinship, it seems that kinship is a myth that brings people together under challenging circumstances. The social anthropology literature on this is vast. However, I'm drawing on two books by Marshall Shahlins and Claude Lévi-Strauss in this video. My comments circulate within the framework of these books. Shahlin's terms: kinship is a shared way of being. Relatives somehow participate in each other's existence. This coexistence is not only realized through glorifying the myth of common genes or blood, even though that myth has become widespread today based on blood kinship. In many places, living in the same environment, eating from the same files, magic, and exchanging gifts are the basis of kinship relations. 9 months is not known and doesn't exist. There is no knowledge that sexual intercourse leads to a child, etc. In communities distant in time and space from civilization, being confirmed by a woman doesn't yet have much meaning. Calling children born to a single woman brothers and sisters is meaningful when a man owns the woman. The man owns the land and the property, and the woman owns the property. The children are also his. Emotional bonds are formed between siblings to establish family order, and they become brothers and sisters. Relatives are people intrinsic to each other's existence, especially in tribes with communal property systems. Each member is related to the other and descends from a common ancestor. This common ancestor can be an animal or a tree. The totem is the father and god of the tribe. They are bonds of partnership. These bonds are made stronger by mysticizing them. To prevent the transmission of a curse or evil, the perpetrator of this evil is removed from the community. The first known punishment is exile for this very reason. Exile protects from the curse by ensuring that the evil is not transmitted to other tribal members. Living together necessitates a shared unity in the face of challenge and disasters. These collective experiences, far more potent than blood ties, serve as the bedrock for our kinship. It is the shared and lived experiences that truly bind us, far surpassing the cohesion found in communities that venerate blood ties. The rituals and ceremonies we partake in are not mere performances but powerful reminders of the shared experiences that shape our kinship ties. For example, as Marshall Shahlins has shown in his work, the two Paumonas of Sulawesi have a family based on feeding and communal consumption. Children can roam freely in all the houses. The family is not centered on the event of birth. The passage of time and life practices, especially shared nutrition, produce kinship ties. In the Inupiat, blood relations are also of no importance. Kinship status is related to who names the child. Among the Kowloon people, the land on which one lives determines kinship. Siblings are all members of the tribe and work in the same field. The space inhabited permeates bodies and bodies permeate spaces. The place is imprinted on the body. Experiences and common disasters leave traces on the bodies and refresh the memory like a tattoo. In a sense, kinship is geography, and the trees that grow from the same land and the living creatures that inhabit that land are brothers and sisters. According to the Ilonggots living in the Philippines, people who experience the same disaster and go through the same hardships share one body. Trees or animals that experience these difficulties also enter into the phenomenon of kinship. Consider this: your kinship to the animal in your home is a reflection of an archaic consciousness that transcends time, dating back thousands of years. You are not just related to your cat or dog, but also to your close friends, even your spouse. Despite the lack of a blood relationship is a part of your kinship. The concept of blood relationship, it seems, is nothing more than a grandiose myth. It is the shared experiences and commonalities that we establish in our lives that truly define kinship, a universal bond that unites us all. So, let's ask now, is a relative an enemy? Not. However, members of today's family system with whom we have close DNA commonalities are not relatives from an anthropological point of view if we have no commonalities and don't have the same experiences.